the 20 odd eggs for this hen, who, oh that's it, spill your water, who's completely wild, totally mad. Got to be careful as I'm going to get attacked. I thought she had gone off brood, but she hasn't. Oh my God, that's it, attacked me, spill your water, oh Jesus. Put the boiled eggs in there. I'll still, only got 3 boiled eggs in there, I don't know if you can see them, just. They are warm, so she hasn't gone off brood. But she is so insane. I don't really know if I'm going to risk putting 20 guinea eggs under her, but she's been on brood before, and I had her on boiled eggs, and after 24 hours she decided she would leave the nest. Flew over the door and flew back into where she came from after she'd flown over 3 other fences that are over 5 foot high, so she's completely mad. But then when she was a lot younger, she did fly off her perch and head butted into the wall. So I think that's probably damaged her for life. I was going to kill her ages ago, but never got round to it, and then she went broody. I say the first time for 24 hours and then decided she wasn't broody. This time she's gone broody again, so hence in here, but I'll set the eggs in the incubator tonight just to make sure they are all viable before I put them under her. I don't really want to be left with having to hatch out 20 guineas, but there we are. Once I put them in the incubator, if they're all viable, then I'm going to have to do it myself if she goes off brood. I'm not culling eggs, not when they started to grow, any more than I can kill females when they started to lay, no matter what they are, turkeys, chickens or guineas. Right, now we'll look at the other stupid hen. This stupid hen, pick up my bucket, is beyond everything. Absolutely beyond everything. 2 weeks ago, she was sitting on 15 guinea fowl eggs. Now, guinea fowl eggs are the hardest eggs I know. Not only are the little keats that come out of them the sweetest of creatures ever, and I mean the sweetest of creatures. They're tiny and they're beautiful, but their shells, the eggs, are rock hard. When I'm feeding the eggs to the dogs, I have to break open the shells on the cast iron top of the stove in the kitchen because they are that hard. If you break them open on something china, yeah, I'm not speaking to you, stupid hen. You break the plate or the bowl or whatever. Now this stupid thing was sitting on, as I 15 or was it 20 guinea fowl eggs, and she managed to break one and contaminated every single egg. This time round, I've got her on the only 2 fertile eggs of Maud, the turkey. Out of 9 eggs, only 2 are fertile. And I say, real problem with fertility this year. I don't know if it's the weather or what it is, but turkeys are, well, Morris seem to be sterile. The pintards the male pintards seem to be sterile. The rooster is the only one that seems to be virulent and full of get up and go. But so after the disaster of the pintard eggs, she had only been sitting on them 3 or 4 days, broke one, contaminated the lot. After another 3 days, the rest of them were all dead. So that was that. She's on 2 turkey eggs, the only 2 turkey eggs that are fertile because Maud's sitting on pintard eggs, guinea fowl eggs, sorry. Pintard in French, guinea fowl in English. We live in France, I'm English, so either or. So it's either pintard or guinea, whichever. It means the same thing. Prehistoric fowl that I love. Anyway, so 12 chicken eggs and 2 turkey eggs. A week ago, 3 days ago, she broke a chicken egg. And there was the chick squashed on the bottom. She had moved all the hay around it so the eggs were sitting on the rubber mat. Obviously, put one on top of the other, broke the bottom one, yolk, blood, you name it, all over every single egg. I couldn't clean it off because it was dried hard, and I certainly wasn't going to put them near any water, whether it would be warm or otherwise. That's something you don't do. So I rubbed them off as best I could with hay, very carefully. Didn't make much difference. This poor little chick, squashed on the bottom. I say blood, you name it, everywhere on everything. The nest absolutely stunk. She absolutely stunk. So I had to take the whole lot out, take the nest out, give her a new nest, put the eggs back. This morning I come in here, she's broken another chicken egg. So more blood and yolk over everything, absolutely stinks. And they're 4 days off hatching. We've still got the 2 turkeys in there. But, I mean, what a ridiculous hen. Sitting on a couple of eggs, and she breaks 2. And, well, breaks a 3rd one with being a guinea fowl egg, which are the hardest things on the planet to break. Mind you, they are the toughest little critters ever. No matter what incubating situation they're in, no matter what hatching situation they're in, they will pip away violently, will explode out of the egg within about an hour of externally pipping, and they're up and running within 20 minutes, half an hour after that. They are the toughest little blighters and the sweetest little things. How does she break a pintard egg, a guinea fowl egg? Well, I've got 3 turkeys, massive turkeys, very heavy turkeys with massive feet, sitting on 30, 20 and 15 eggs. Not one is scratched, let alone broken. How do you manage it? And why aren't you leaving your nest now, you stupid damn thing? Well, you've broken the lot, have you? You don't want me to see because you know I'll break your neck, Yeah, whatever. Stupid bloody bird. But there we are. Such is life. Then I wonder why I hatched them myself. Don't have that trouble. But never mind. You're going to go back to the nest, you ridiculous lunatic? It'd be just right for you to mess me up now, won't it? Oh, perhaps I'll put the pintard eggs in tomorrow. Just in case. In the incubator, that is tomorrow, not today. Oh, she's out of the nest. Let's see what other damage she's done, if any. I mean, the chicks might even hatch. Look at the state of that lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 2 busted. Look at the state of them. And the stink in there is something else. It really is something else. And all you're worried about is filling your face, isn't it? Yeah. Honestly. She doesn't even lay down very carefully, at least the turkeys lay down gently. Come on, sort yourself out. I hope this comes out. It'll probably be absolutely dreadful quality because this is the most useless video camera in anything other than brilliant sunshine. My other video camera only works when it wants to. What I need is a GoPro. Bought my eldest son a GoPro for his birthday. Now the thing's falling down. Perhaps I should ask him if I could borrow it. Mind you, I probably wouldn't know how to work the damn thing. Would you like to cover all your eggs? Oh, for God's sake, I'll come back and look at her later. Make sure she's covered all her eggs. No tail's just gone back to the nest after having a bite to eat. I want her to place her eggs so you can see how very, very gentle they are. I think she's going to. She's just going to hiss at me. Right, oh God, I'll get out of the way. There we are. You can't see me now, so go on. There you go. No, you're not going to do it. It's a shame. No, you're not going to put your eggs in? No? No? Why not? Okay. There's always one, isn't there, old girl, that refuses to go to bed. Sweetest little darlings. Oh, if I get round here, you probably won't see. No, you can't see. They're all in there. I'll do it this way. Bear with me a second. Carefully. And you see, it's even less. They're all milling around in there. Can't see. Never mind. Oh, old girl. Little sweetie. I don't know why, but for some reason these guineas don't seem to want to go in tonight. There was one sitting on the nest just now. Just hope that hasn't gone broody, because unlike chickens and turkeys, guineas will lay in the, as you know, the weirdest of places, as I've showed you. Oh no, they're all there. Okay. Okay. And when there's about 20 eggs in the nest, so she was sitting on there, but she hasn't even laid. I do hope they're not laying somewhere else. So perhaps she is brooded, but decides that 4 eggs isn't enough. Because generally they won't sit until there's 20 or so eggs, and they're not all the eggs are the one that's sitting. Generally all the females will lay in the same nest. But they will sit wherever they lay. You can't take them off the nest, eggs and all, and put them like I've done with the hens and the female turkeys and get them to sit behind a piece of wood or in the dark or whatever and stay there. No. Well, you just couldn't do it. Number one, they're too neurotic, so they'd break all the eggs as you try to replace them anyway, in a stable or in a barn or whatever, and they would just leave the nest immediately and have an absolute fit. So it's a case of leaving them to sit where they are sitting. And if it was in a situation like that out there, or in their enclosure around the other side with the pig house lot, with Spot's lot, it would then be a case of putting a fence around the area where their nest is and them, and some form of roof to keep the rain off, and letting them sit where they have laid, which isn't really the most practical of solutions. They'd be fairly safe from predators, but then you'd have to get water and food out to them, and they would be totally unprotected at night, and the predator wanted to, like a martin or a mink or a weasel stoat, even though it's all fenced off out there. It's not fenced off like that out there in the yard, but it'd be it's fenced off like that in the pig house patch all the way round. But has she gone back to the nest? Oh, thank God for that, she's gone back to the nest. But you know, they would still be completely vulnerable, and they would be like that for 28 days, which is, no, it's out of the question. You all right, people? Yeah, you okay? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Right, you're going to bed now. Good night then. You going to say good night? No? You're not going to say good night? Are you going to be miserable? Are you going to be miserable? Hey? What? No? What? That's how I used to call them when they were babies. They would sit in their brooder in their box, 17 of them. Weren't you boys and girls? And yeah, I would say good night now. All right then. And if I left the room, or first thing in the morning when I was coming down, they would hear me come down the stairs. and they would all rush to the edge of the brooder, the cage thing, the rabbit cage thing, plastic thing that one of the pigeons is now in, and they would all stand looking at me, or looking towards the doorway through the perspex, going whoop, 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 whoop. And I'd come around the corner and go, what? And they would all go completely, less like that, they'd all go completely insane, all jumping up at the perspex, waiting for me, because it would be a case of you'd have to put your hand in the cage and mess about with the food with your fingers going, what, to make them eat. Because baby turkeys, poults, don't readily eat on their own, not like chicks do and keats do. No, you have to show them. And you can show them for anything up to 4 or 5 days before they actually get the idea. I did have a couple of pintards, young guineas in with the last lot of turkeys I hatched, because it was really laborious, sort of 5, 6, 7, 10 times a day, having to fiddle with the food going, what, just to make them eat. And I was frightened they were going to starve to death if maybe I forgot for an hour or two that I hadn't encouraged them to eat. And, you know, they were, she has gone back, hasn't she? Yes. And they would starve. So I put a couple of guinea fowl babies in with them, the last lot, and within 20 minutes of the baby guinea fowls being in there, the baby turkeys, the poults, were eating with great gusto, and no more what, but I still would call them with a what every morning to call them out to have their breakfast outside. And they would all rush out following me, going woo, 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 woo. Yeah, you know that noise, don't you? At me. And of course in the evening, when for their supper, if they would be off out in the field, because this was where they were going, as they're going now, out there. I had that area over there fenced down to there, and the guineas were going out with them as well, and fenced off from there. But then I decided that wasn't big enough, so I put the guineas out over the other side with the chickens, and allowed the turkeys to have the full range of the field there. So if they were right down the bottom and I wanted to give them their supper, I'd shout out, what, and they'd all come bawling up the field, straight to their feeder in the stable here, all going woo, 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 woo as they went. But I don't think I've got the videos of that, for the simple reason the bloke that fixed my computer lost all my music and all my everything. I've still got all my videos on there, but the computer won't play them because they have been encoded, whatever that's supposed to mean, and I don't seem to be able to do anything or download anything, any movie player or multimedia player, anything that will play them. It just comes up with, sorry, format cannot be recognised. Format has been encoded or coded or whatever. So if I've lost all those videos or can never access them again, of my beautiful turkeys, the growing up process, and the guineas, and the little chicks too, that are now all adults, I will be heartbroken and I will spit blood. But I'll see, I'll get my one of my technical minded daughters onto it and see if she can maybe access them with something and put them on a DVD or something quick so that they're stored. But there we are, right, supper time kids. Well, for me, you've had yours, haven't you? Hey? No night then. You can say good night now. What? What? Woo, woo, woo. Thank you. No night.